On the ice is where Mike Golick feels right at home.
My dad got me my first goalie pads way back in like '69. My first pair of pads were old horsehair pads.
Mike is a military man. He joined the Marines out of high school and a few years later joined the Navy. Betta Golick, B for short, is Mike's wife. She grew up in Poland and her family moved to the United States when she was 16. B eventually also joined the Navy, where she met Mike.
He was one of my instructors.
Kinda.
Yeah, he was. He pushed me into the pool 4 times.
I have pool duty, and so there's a tower, and it's supposed to simulate jumping
Off the ship.
off a ship into the pool.
And is this true that you pushed her,
Yes,
Mike?
yes it did.
Mike and B fell in love, got married, and had a son named Peter, who is now 6. But they were far from living the American dream. B sustained a serious back injury on board a ship in 2006 and received an honorable medical discharge from the Navy. Mike was deployed to Iraq and Afghanistan 12 different times. Throughout those deployments, he sustained several injuries. All of that took a serious toll on Mike's physical and mental well-being. In 2012, he was diagnosed with PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. Mike also received an honorable discharge from the Navy. But back home in Chicago, he was struggling.
A little siren that came on, and it's like for weather, that it's a test, only a test. I would hear that and I would hide. And I was actually going out to my car and looking around, looking underneath my car, and for IEDs, bombs, or anything. Sometimes my brain thinks that I'm still there. I still
has
am.
really bad nightmares where he's actually thinks he's fighting and he's actually punching himself. Just even a couple of weeks ago, he woke up and he had a black eye because he punched himself.
Just before this past Halloween, Mike was at a low point. The family was struggling financially and had been evicted from their home. Mike was on his computer in Chicago and through a Google search came upon United Heroes League, a Minnesota-based nonprofit that provides sports equipment and financial help to military families. Given Mike's love of hockey, he was immediately drawn to the organization.
Somebody stay center up.
A message came in from Mike when he was in Illinois asking about hockey equipment. And as a former service member myself, I could tell just in some of his dialogue that something wasn't right with him and his family.
I called him and he called me, and he said, well, I'm going to help you out. And I was totally amazed. And he said, well, you know, it's kind of too bad that you're not in Minnesota, because I could help out a lot more.
That's all Mike needed to hear. He, Betta, and Peter packed up everything they had left, and 4 days after sending that message to Shane, the family arrived in Minnesota. The Golicks have been here a little less than 2 months, but they're already feeling the love.
The people are so nice.
Oh my God.
People,
I don't
our
know.
relationship,
Everybody
I think, has
says
gotten better.
hi. They like, oh hi, how are you? And I'm like, oh hi. I don't know. I just love it here.
This has been the best thing we've done.
There's one other piece to the Golick story that really stuck with Shane. During a desperate time, Mike sold his and B's wedding rings to get money to pay their rent.
It was tough. And you know, it's something I don't feel proud to do. But you know, I was looking for it for my family.
Shane used one of his connections to help.
Hi, Mike. I'm Ryan with Knox Jewelers. B, hi. Ryan with Knox Jewelers. You guys, we heard about your story with the wedding rings and what you had to do to continue on with the way you were. And because you had given them away in order to live, we have decided to give you a gift certificate to our store to help replace your wedding rings so you can get them back on your fingers again, okay?
Thank you so much.
Of course, guys. No, we're with you. From our family to yours at Knox Jewelers, we're happy to present this $2,000 gift certificate to you guys.
Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you.
Of course.
While the ice has always felt like home, Mike is now thrilled to have found this new home.
Shane and United Heroes, they've been like my guardian angel and my family's guardian angel. I owe them everything. Without Shane and them, I don't know where would we be, but I owe Shane and United Heroes my life.
He's told me that. I said, you don't owe me anything, man. You wore the uniform, and the military is about taking care of the brotherhood.